Here we go with Count Basie's recording of the 1 o'clock jump. Hop to it, Count.
Learning how to play the piano at a young age, William Basie's career would soon create a profound impact on the jazz world throughout the Harlem Renaissance. Born into a working-class family, Basie spent his early years with alcohol instead of education. Leaving school early to seek fulfillment in the entertainment industry, Basie constantly went back and forth from New Jersey to Harlem to listen to pianist Fats Waller, who recommended Basie to perform with Katie Crippen and her kids. Thus began his transformation to a member of the swing royalty. Basie's claim to fame can be attributed to the prolonged depression occurring in Harlem when he started developing his music. The Harlem Riot of 1935 showed Basie that he needed to use his music to reunite the black community that was quickly losing faith in their ability to one day be assimilated into white middle-class society. Basie soon found himself stranded in Kansas City due to the bankruptcy of the Gonzo White vaudeville act he was performing with. Basie took up a job as a pianist in the band Blue Devils and earned the nickname Count for his relaxed yet sophisticated demeanor on stage. Basie left the Blue Devils and joined the Kansas City Orchestra, which would later become the Count Basie Orchestra, thus officially beginning his fame in New York. With unique rhythms and catchy solos, Basie's 1 o'clock jump and Jumpin' at the Woodside defined the music style of the decade. The Guinness Encyclopedia of Popular Music comments on the musicality of Basie and his orchestra, stating, "His piano work showed that rhythm and space were more important than technical virtuosity, while his composing gave many eminent soloists their finest moments. Modern jazz stands undoubtedly in Basie's debt." In addition, Metronome magazine remarks, "Basie's band devoted its attack to the body, to the heart, with a steady hammering of truly sending rhythm figures behind truly sensational solos."
Basie, like many performers in the Harlem Renaissance, is significant because, among other things, he was able to bring to light to white audiences that there was a rich and flourishing black culture. And not that it was their responsibility to bring that to white audiences, but it was a healthy thing for both black Americans and white Americans to start really realizing and embracing how significant black culture was in American culture as a whole. So, aside from being extremely talented, like many of the artists and musicians were, he was able to really kind of bridge the gap, I think, between white and black culture.
Looking back, what would you say the legacy of the Harlem Renaissance was as it transcends to today's pop culture?
African American culture is, without a doubt, in my opinion, the most significant culture in the way of contributing to American culture as a whole, meaning that we have many different racial and ethnic groups here in America, but I think none more than African Americans have contributed to what our pop culture is. Whether it be hip-hop today, whether it be dress, whether it be lingo or slang or any things that really permeate throughout pop culture today, you find that even though racism is still around and even though there are lots of cultural issues that still exist, without a doubt, white Americans have come to embrace black culture as American culture. And I think, like I said, no other ethnic group has had such a profound impact on American culture altogether.
The quality of Basie's orchestra struck the Harlem Renaissance with a new attitude and outlook of music. Other musicians, such as Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday, soon found themselves trying to match Basie's musicality and style. This style is primarily characterized as a fusion of European classical music intertwined with the unique swing and blues sounds of the emerging black middle class. In addition, Basie's orchestra served as a role model for black lower class, expressing their desire and hopes to become fully integrated into white society through his driving jazz rhythms. As the band's popularity expanded, they found themselves booked almost every night in radio shows and nightclubs, culminating with a tour across the country, symbolizing the persistence and confidence of a people still defined by racist sentiments. Explaining his determination to shed positive light on black culture, Basie told in an interview that he wanted to be the social interpreter of blues music, the language of all Negroes, high and low, upright and orny, alley and avenue. Basie's band brought a sense of kinship to the black community as he promoted black cultural unity by organizing his music using inspiration from black folk traditions such as the basic blues and boogie-woogie forms. Count Basie still continues to be a prominent leader in jazz culture today. Basie established swing as one of the most popular styles of jazz, while also bringing pride into African American culture. Stanley Dance comments on Basie's influence upon the whole course of jazz. By keeping it simple and sincere and swinging at all times, his music provided a guiding light into the chaos of the past 2 decades. In 1961, Basie performed at JFK's inaugural ball and soon began performing with Frank Sinatra. Although Basie died in 1984, the Count Basie Orchestra continued to perform and is still one of the most well-known jazz bands today.